what I think. We outside. Okay, if you in Arkansas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Oklahoma, we outside. But you folk up there in New York and New Jersey and Philadelphia, y'all are people who came to this country from the Caribbean and Africa. That's where y'all wanted to go. Y'all wanted to go to New York. You see what I'm saying? New York. That's where you wanted to go. A lot of the rappers are from New York. All of that Caribbean degenerate rap coming out of New York. You know what I'm saying? Like Nicki Minaj and who else? Lil Kim, right? Shout out to Andrew Baker. Yeah, that's y'all. That's why y'all can't come outside, because they know y'all don't have your papers straight. You see what I mean? But down here in real Black America, in the dirty South, we coming outside. We outside every day. We barbecuing. You know what I'm saying? We having a good time. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Let's keep listening.
Child who has immigrant parents, like they really
Yes, you have immigrant parents. That's why they're not outside.
like left their lives behind to start a new future for their future families.
But they just need to work hard. All they need to do is keep working hard and comply. Keep on working hard. That's what it is.
I'm just extremely grateful for that. Like, obviously, I made the most of it in the best way that I could. But
good for you. Good
my heart just goes out to those.
And you should thank foundational Black Americans that your parents were even allowed to immigrate to this country. Okay, that's the thing you need to understand. And see, now that you're about to experience that loss, okay, maybe this will help you understand what we had to go through. Because, I don't know if you know this, but foundational Black Americans have had to suffer the separation of families. I don't know if you know that, but there was a time a few hundred years ago where our families had to be separated. And I'll tell you something else about my personal history. So I had my great-great-great-grandmother. Her name was Liza. And she was married, quote unquote, married to a Black man named Riddick. And unfortunately, she was an enslaved person. Isn't that what they like to tell you, Mystic Media Medica? And she was an enslaved person. I wouldn't want to get accused of teaching that, that Black history stuff in Black History Month, because it's been canceled. But so she was an enslaved person, a female type woman, Black woman. And the slave owner, okay, who's, we'll just call him, Captain Jones. We'll call him Captain Jones. He's got a book out that was written by his descendants. So he would dip into the slave quarters and he would impregnate my great-great-great-great-grandmother. Okay, at the same time, she was married to this Black man. And so the children were born. Sometimes they would be for the husband. Sometimes they would be for him. Okay. And I can only imagine what my foundational Black American grandmother and grandfather had to deal with in that plantation in Yallabusha, Mississippi, with this man who is the owner, and you can't tell him what to do because there was a law out called Plessy versus Ferguson. It says that, a Black man has no right that a Black woman, a white man has to honor. And this was the law of the land. Okay. But my my lazy, non-hardworking, foundational Black American ancestors fought. And by 1955 and 1965, actually, we put together some laws and some rights that said, you know what? Hell with that. We've dealt with this for over 300 some years, and we're not going to take it anymore. And we're ready to take to the streets and do something about it. And so then guess what? Miraculously, Africans and Asians and Native Americans and Latinos began to come to this country, so they didn't have to deal with what my great-great-great-great-grandmother had to deal with. Y'all put her name in the chat room. Liza Riddick. Put her name in the chat room. Remember, say her name, Liza. Now, her real name was Elizabeth, but they had a way of chopping up people's names. Liza, Liza Riddick. That was my great-great-great-great-grandmother. And these are the things that I'm finding out. So, but we'll go ahead and let you talk about the inconvenience that you're having to deal with right now.
Families that are just being like all broken up due to our president.
Yeah, broken up due to our president. Oh yeah, right. You did have a choice. Your parents did have a choice of coming over here. You know what I'm saying? You did have a choice. And see, there's a lot of reasons why foundational Black Americans are really just not feeling this whole victim mentality, especially because y'all always tell us that we're victims. You see what I'm saying? And so we not really
Any victim
all the way.
talk for people who are
Yeah,
going through these ICE raids, because I distinctly remember when
yeah,
ethnic Black Americans were going through things, people of color kept saying that we need to stop being victims, that
yeah.
these
I've been victim.
non-melanated people were nice to them, they don't know what we're talking about, and we're always being
Right.
victims. So now I want you to take your
These
honest.
not you tell us all the time. These white people, these non-melanin, these are nice to us. They're all nice to us. I don't know what's wrong with you, foundational Black Americans, you ethnic Black Americans. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God, they. What's wrong with you? Okay,
Advice. You're not victims, and these people are
no,
nice to you. They're your
they're
friends.
nice to you, aren't they? They're nice to you. They're nice. Isn't that right? Yeah, they're different. Slavery's over.
Remember?
Get over it. You see, isn't that what they tell you? Work harder. If you just worked harder, you wouldn't have all these problems that you're having right now. If you just worked harder, I find that very interesting. You see, to me, I find it very interesting. And the odd thing is, there's a lot of Africans and people of African descent who are not really cutting. You see, to me, I find it very interesting. And the odd thing is, there's a lot of Africans and people of African descent who are not really cutting you all any slack.
You know, I became an American citizen in June of 2021. And in April of 2022, I made a decision to go back home to spend some time with my mother, who at the time was battling breast cancer. Remember that I came to America at the age of 19, but in order for me to return home as an American citizen, I had to apply and
You came here at the age of 19. Okay, good. To utilize the resources and everything that we set up.
pay for a visa to go back to my home country. Now think about that. I needed permission to go back to my home country. I could not.
I'm gonna say this, okay, if you all work so hard, why can't you work hard in your own country? I mean, I'm just asking, just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. If you all are so hardworking and you're not lazy, right? Why can't you take that same skill set and do that in your own country instead of coming to the United States of America? Why can't you just work hard and build up your own country? Why do you come over here? I'm just asking. I just want to throw that out because, see, I didn't run. You see, I didn't run away from the United States, as difficult as it's been, and, you know, growing up in the hood, you know, where ghetto, all that, right? I didn't run away. I could have, there's plenty of places I could have gone, but I stayed here and worked hard, you know? And I know you all think I'm lazy. You think all of us foundational Black, but you don't even really think we're Black, but, you know, you definitely don't think we're African, but why didn't you all stay in those countries that you, because I mean, the question of the night is, why aren't Black Americans protesting for the thousands of Africans and Caribbeans being deported? That's the question. Okay. And I'm trying to help people understand why we're not protesting, because a lot of people may not understand why Black Americans have been apathetic to the situation. We just are not moved to do so, you know? And I want people to, this is about understanding. Let's keep listening.
Make the claim that because I was born there, I had every right to be there without proper documentation. So here I am with a Ghanaian name.
So he's pulling it. He's wanted to pull you. Just comply. You hear what he said? Just listen to the police and do what I did. Right? It just, you know, and you'll be fine. So you're one of those pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Probably hadn't had that American Negro wake up call yet, because, see, I don't think he understands that even if you do have your paperwork, there's still a process that Donald Trump and his attorney general is going to push to try to denaturalize people who've even been here, even if you got a green. And we're going to talk about that. We're just getting warmed up. I don't know if y'all are ready for this. We're just getting warmed up. Let's keep listening.
But with an American passport, seeking permission to go home to visit my ailing mom. Fortunately, I arrived on time to spend my mom's last few days with her. The reason I bring up this story is that people make the argument that just because you've been in this country illegally for a very long time, that somehow that should earn you an American citizenship, that somehow that should give you a reprieve from our laws and a place
our laws, right,
in front of those who have done it legally.
You one of us now, right? Or one of our laws. Okay.
One of the reasons why we come here as immigrants is because we believe in the rule of law, and we're hoping to raise our families in a place where the law protects you rather than oppress you. So for all those people who want us to disregard our laws in the name of compassion, think of the thousands of people who are American citizens today who have to pay money to get visas to go back to their home countries. That is the essence.
The American citizens, this is our country. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's Black Man Talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something, then you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Lizard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shootin', give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.